Good morning, good good morning, all my future millies. Shout out to all y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Today we're talking about some stocks while I drink this tea. Let me know what y'all think about the new little setup. Let me know what y'all think about the sound. I don't know if the sound is as good as it was last week, but let me know in the comments. Happy Monday, everybody. Ooh, that's a good tea right there. Make sure y'all drinking y'all teas, uptaking y'all vitamin C. So make sure y'all stay healthy. Of course, we got to talk about the potential. I seen the futures is up. Usually, I show y'all. So the future. Sorry, y'all. I'm still getting used to this new setup. So I gotta remember the camera's here now. Usually the camera's like over here. So um, futures is up this week, and one thing that was good. Let me make sure. I feel like this is kind of like. There we go. I feel like I'm in the shadow. Futures is up, and I was actually shocked, but I was doing research this weekend, and I feel like, how do I explain this? The market is just at a like tipping scale. You know, one day it tips this way, one day it tips this way, and the government is trying to do what they can as far as manipulating it from going, from not going too far down or not going too far up. Um, but the reality is, one day they will have to let it fall. And as I was looking for something, like, damn, like literally, we're just playing this game, this manipulation game, and which is probably something they don't want nobody to hear, because the market's always looking for losers. But yeah, I was just like, man, because now they're saying, well, instead of inflation, we might go deflation and then inflation again, and it's just like, jeez, when is this ever gonna be over? Never, y'all. So we gotta work what we got. I looked at the pre-market. Pre-market's up. Bitcoin hitting 50,000 for the first time since May, which is a very big deal. I was actually gonna buy some more Bitcoin this week, but then something told me to let it retest to 30,000, and I don't think it's coming back to that point. Um, so shout out to everybody who took the chance on Bitcoin when it was at 30,000. I really thought it was gonna hit 20, and that's what really makes you a winner when you make those calls. Um, those calls when nobody else wants to make those calls. You make those decisions. That's what makes you a winner. Now let's look at the TD pre-market. Ooh. Ooh, now I don't know if this is going to stay for the day, but y'all usually be watching this. It was not that green last week. Anybody who watched last week knows it was not that green last week. This is good. Um, so yeah, we can see a rally, which is very exciting. Um, that doesn't mean. Here's the thing. I don't want some of y'all to get too hyped up. We have to remember that the stock market is a future reflection of the market. So if there's things coming down the line, the stock market's already tried to price it in now. That's why it's slowly bleeding out, because we don't know what to expect from the Jackson Hole meet. Is that what they call it? Jackson Hole? Yeah. Which won't be in person anymore. But yeah, they're trying to see whether the um, Fed will do away with the tapering, which is pretty much them just injecting the economy with steroids. They're supposed to ease back. We'll see, though. It's said that we need to continue injecting steroids into the economy to get through, but then that can cause some deflation, which then they'll probably stop tapering, and then that can cause inflation. It's a confusing game, y'all. I'm telling you. This isn't for the weak-minded. Um, let's talk about some Nokia. No, shout out to all my Nokia fam still holding strong. Y'all just one of a kind. Y'all don't even know. You're one of a kind, and you don't even know. Ain't that something special? All right, let's look at this Nokia Finland. Nokia wins 5G order for 3 European markets. More good news, y'all. I'm telling you. I just want to make sure y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can even see that. Nope, y'all can't. So we're gonna see. I already know the problem. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. My head is just too big. Too big. All right. Let me know if y'all can read that. I know y'all can read it now. All right. Nokia, Finland's Nokia wins 5G order for 3 European markets. This is real good news. Finnish telecom gear Nokia said on Monday it had won a 5G network order from AI Telecom Austria Group for operation in Bulgaria, Serbia, and Slovenia. Let's go. The multi-country single-vendor deal will see Nokia provide a 5G RAN solution from its comprehensive AirScale portfolio to all 3 markets and 5G standalone core network to Serbia and Slovenia. This is great. More good news for Nokia, man. Shout out to everybody who's believed in Nokia because you're a real one. Let's see. So yeah, shout out to all my Nokia people, man. Y'all really the truth. I was supposed to promote this live, wasn't I? Let me promote it. Hey, before I continue, make sure you hit a thumbs up on this video. Make sure that you comment what's up in the comment section below. Make sure that you share some stocks that you're possibly looking into. And if you're interested in joining the investors group chat, shoot me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. I will get you all the details to join. And follow me on Twitch, y'all. Okay. Stock Explorer just left me a comment. I love the room that you shoot in. It's my living room. I use it in different multiple ways. I'm turning this into a whole studio, and didn't even realize it. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my channel so I can promote this live session. We got about 35 minutes until the bell opens. So you already know what y'all gotta do. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Do what it do, y'all. Let's see. I had some stocks I want to talk about. I'm actually excited about this rally. But what I did, this is what I didn't say earlier. What I did want to mention about the rally is that you got to be careful. Yes, we can go ahead and rally, but then don't think that we finna go this whole year, the rest of this year without no slam or hammer to the hand. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, maybe it can push up till next year. Who knows? Cause we got the little 5. A lot of stocks are down 5%. Some more down more. So live session, live stocks session. Gotta promote this, y'all, cause y'all don't be helping me out. If I don't promote it, who else will? You feel me? I didn't copy. Give me a second, y'all. This is why I need an assistant. Because this stuff, like, trying to do all this at the same time, it's like, man. And I woke up late today. Talk to me. Talk to me. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Let's see. Let's look up some stocks that I'm gonna be looking into this week. Ooh, you know what? I didn't even check. Give me the swag. Ooh, I like the swag. Um, sorry, I'm just looking over. I'm looking. Honestly, I'm looking to buy more GNUS this week. I think it's at some very good numbers for me personally. I'm not saying that. I'm not calling myself a financial advisor. I'm not saying that you should be listening to what I'm saying. I'm just saying that this stock is at a buy point for me, and I usually get excited. Wow, Sundial Growers is at 71 cents. You serious? I'm not telling you how to buy Sundial either. I'm just interested. Ooh, wow, wow. Sundial Growers took a tumble, huh? Took a tumble. That stock is probably garbage, anyways. Um, I've seen people looking into buying Kroger. I'd stay away from Kroger. They're at all-time highs in the last 5 years. So, although, I mean, it may be worth a risk because the cost of foods will continue to go up with inflation. Um, all it takes is another shutdown scare, and people are gonna go crazy. Everything sells out. So that tea is so good, y'all. Green tea with a little bit of honey. Um, yeah, that's a decent look, Kroger. I'm looking at more of the riskier stuff, but I'm interested in Beyond Meat, like I mentioned before. Um, I'm interested in the charge points. Who's texting me this early? Okay, I ain't got time for that right now because we on live stream. That's how we gotta talk to him. Got about 30 minutes to the opening bell. Let's see. Coinbase. I like Coinbase, but Coinbase is already up though, so there's much we can do there. Let's see what they got going on Yahoo. Let's see what they're talking about on Yahoo. I don't know. Even if we do get a little bit of rally, nothing's really standing out. Like Jumia actually, Jumia is a little interesting. Um, down 50%, even though it's I feel like it's a good price to buy at this point. I'm down on Jumia. I'm down 50% on Jumia, so I'm a little hesitant to. Even though here's my thing. Here's my rule, and you could be against it, you could be for it. If you go down 30%, 50% on a stock, and you plan on holding it, you might as well buy the dip. You might as well buy the dip, and pray for the best. That's what I did with Nokia. Originally, that's what I did with Nokia. Nokia was originally supposed to be a swing trade for me, and now it's turned into I'm holding this bad boy because they're going to be the leaders in 5G. Uh, if not one, they will be two or three. Respectfully in their lane. Um, but yeah, I don't know. But sometimes you can't always buy the dip. It's a very emotional decision making type of game. I'm gonna call it a game because that's what it is. I'm still watching the ARK Invest ETFs. I think that they're investing in innovative stocks, so that's you're going to get that. I'm just trying to think any sleepers. I'm watching Chewy still. Watching Zynga. I'm watching Canopy Growth. I definitely bought some last week. I should buy some more. Tesla. I wish Tesla drops like the 500s. I would definitely double down on Tesla. But if it was sold at the 500s, I need GNUS is going to be my my believer. I just need it to go up. I got tons of shares. I just need it to go up. So hopefully it gets up there soon. I think I was talking to Ross the other day. He was like, man, Jim, when GUS pops, man, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna love it.
Go into a bear market. Here.
Whoa. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's see what they're talking about on Yahoo. Nah, y'all already heard it playing in the background. We got 22 minutes before the market gets open again. So let's see what they're talking about over here.
It was already going higher, but now we are seeing it climb ever higher, above 50,000. So the bulls once again out in force when it comes to Bitcoin. And
what are y'all honest thoughts on Bitcoin, though? Let me know in the comments.
Itself, it is also affecting the whole crypto.
Every time Bitcoin rises, the market rises.
If you
every
look
time,
at
like
a lot of the various
correlated
stocks
with, really
that are
weird.
attached to crypto, we are seeing many of them on the rise in early trading as well. And Brian Sazi, that's something that you have been watching, as well as watching all of these various bounce backs that we are seeing around the market. But you were pointing out the long list of Bitcoin adjacent stocks that were on the rise this morning.
Oh, this is a good list.
And I'm giggling, Julia. You remember when 100 points up or down in Dow futures? That was a big thing. That was in our time, right?
I'm giggling. Man, I could.
It wasn't our time, but it was
these people's jobs.
I mean, it seems like a long time ago now, for sure.
Why he got to set up in his kitchen, man?
Crypto, right? We're seeing a lot of these.
Why his house looks so small?
Higher in the pre-market, right? Blockchain. You have Coinbase on the move. PayPal, Square. They're getting some love too. Also, some second-tier names also in the green. But really, Julie, you're seeing, I think, a wait-and-see approach in this market ahead of the Jack.
Nah, for real though, my setup type better than his.
Preparing for this morning, the Russell 2000 small cap index down about 3.5% month to date. One of the worst performing sectors out there. Of course, there are a lot of reasons why that's happening. You have weakening U.S. retail sales. You have a lot of investment banks cutting their GDP forecasts. And that is why you're seeing a large amount of pressure on the small cap index too. Also seeing, you mentioned the S&P 500 in the green here in the pre-market, but even still, despite that move in the green, the S&P 500 still might.
S&P 500 is due. You know how many analysts are calling it at 4,000? That'd be down 400 points. They're calling it at 4,000 by the end of the year. That'd be down 400 points in S&P 500. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Type areas receive some of the largest number of downgrades by Wall Street. Out of the entire S&P 500 complex,
everybody's trying to short the market at this point.
Bloomberg, so you're seeing them.
Here's the thing.
For potentially,
right?
Or
in my eyes,
potentially for more.
If you get people like analysts like Michael Burry, and there's many out there who they'll just down the market. Oh no, we're gonna bet against the market, and then people start believing, people start believing the market's going down, so let's act that way. They're talking about Jackson Hole preview. This is important.
I like it. I like it. Our Brian Chung had been.
What I was pretty much trying to say is that if the whole party's saying that the market's going to fall, eventually the market will fall.
Been put on hold. So as we talk about his personal disappointment, we should also talk about what it means that they did this, right? That they took it all virtual. I mean, what does this tell us about the Fed's concern about the Delta variant and how that's going to inform their forecasts?
Well, as you mentioned, Julie, I had everything packed, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to whip it out anyway, even though we're still in a virtual format. So I've got.
Yo, what's up with these setups for these analysts? What? Yo. Nah. Yahoo.
Made it a virtual format. That means it's going to be the second year in a row that central bankers will be.
That guitar life and smack him in the head.
Read the tea leaves to see, does that mean that the Fed is going to be a bit more dovish because they're concerned about the Delta variant, which they said was the reason why they wanted to move the format virtually. Now, for what it's worth, it wasn't just the Fed's decision. They attributed a change in Teton County in Wyoming. They had actually moved to a red or a high risk with regards to the Delta spread which spurred the Kansas City Fed to ultimately move the format. But none of this is going to change the fixation from markets on whether or not there's going to be any sort of taper talk coming out of Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's speech that's going to be happening on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Now, when you take a look at the calendar for how the Federal Reserve could approach a possible taper, you can see that there's only 3 more policy meetings for the end of the year. There's one in the end of September, one at the beginning of November, and then one in the middle of December. And when you take a look at those FOMC minutes, which cover the July meeting that we got last Wednesday, you can see that most of the participants on the FOMC did feel like a taper was coming sometime this year. So the question is, which one of those 3 policy setting meetings, by the way, this week is not one of them, will they ultimately decide on announcing a taper? Now, the likes of Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan have said they should do it as soon as the Fed's next meeting in September. But it seems like based off of the commentary that I've been reading, that something would be a little bit more likely to happen in the first week of November. And that's likely because the Fed wants to balance the risks of the Delta variant and see where they are past September, which would kind of take September off of the table. And even Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan himself saying last Friday he wants to be, quote, agile and open-minded about the risks of Delta, which would be a little bit of a half step backwards from his more hawkish view that he could see something happening in September. So it seems like unless Fed Chairman Jerome Powell were to offer some sort of surprise on Friday, it seems like at least for now the markets are expecting something in early November as an announcement, guys.
So
let me respond.
Here's the thing. I want to make sure we understand this, right? Because I don't want no one to miss this party. Here's how it works, y'all. Like I mentioned earlier, stocks is a future indication. A future indication. Meaning that the market's going to try to price in what's coming before, like, the average investor is just a little guy or gal, right? So you got 20 minutes till the market opens. Average person is just a average investor, doesn't have any inside information, doesn't have much connections other than the articles they read on their phone, the Discord chats that they're in. And if you're interested in joining the investors group chat, shoot me a DM above on my Instagram or Twitter. It's right above my head. I ain't gonna point no more because I can never figure it out. Oh, here it is. I got it. Shoot me a DM on there. We're trying to build generational wealth by sharing resources and having daily financial conversations. So shout out to all my future millionaires. If you're watching this right now, put a money sign in the comments section below so these people know that we're really in the building. I just threw off my whole train of thought, but it's all good. Wow, I had something important I was going to say. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so far, I mean, we got good news this Monday, and I think that this might be a good week because if, let's say, because this happens, y'all, it's called overreacting. Americans are well known for overreacting, y'all. So we might have overreacted a little bit, and we'll get to see. Time will tell. We might get a little rally, but I'm very, very worried about September, y'all. September last year took me by storm. Like, it makes me want to see. I want to look at Canopy Growth. Let's go to Trading View. I want to look at Canopy Growth last September. Because that, my friends, is what really, like the month of September last year is what really had me like, yo, what's going on? Had me like, yo. Like, it had me questioning my life. I'm not even gonna front. Like, that was the one pullback that I was like, yo, I was just thrown off. I wasn't ready for it. It was bad. It was definitely bad. So I'm like, It's like if you knew you had like a bad storm coming, and like last year the storm, you didn't prep for it, and the storm took out your windows, flooded your place. I mean, ideally left you with nowhere to live until you could fix it. Now that storm's coming back this year, but this year, we boarding up the windows. Uh, we got some vacuums in here that can put out water if it gets flooded. We got a backup generator. Like, we're prepared for the storm this year. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get prepared for the storm this year. I want to look at. Let's see. I want to see September of 17. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's go within the last few years. Let's help me create a box, Bucko. I need a box. How can I create a box, Bucko? Don't mind me, y'all. I'm still learning how to use this. Okay. Nope, that's not the right button. Okay. I don't know why I keep saying okay. Alright. Oh, hold on. I got the fib. No, how do I get rid of that? Alright. Let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this. Let's see if I can put this on the screen now. Sorry if this thing is moving. Let's see if I can put this on the screen, y'all. I don't even know if y'all can see this entirely. Anyways, tell me if y'all can or can't. I'm gonna try to put it in a way that y'all can see it, because I know sometimes the screen be like chopping stuff out. There we go. Let's go from 2018. Okay, September 17. This is where we at. September 1st. We're down here. 17. All right. Let's go to September of 18. We all the way up here. So 18, we've seen an increase. Let's see, September of 19. This is for canopy growth specifically. September of 19. Ooh, looks like we are on a downtrend, my people. So now we went down to up to down. Let's go to September of 2020. We were heading down. Quick correction though. But look, we're back here at September of 2021. Look at the trend here, y'all. I don't know if y'all could see this, but look at that trend, y'all. I'm just saying, use the time wisely to go over some stocks that you hold to see what the trends are doing right now. Because one thing I've learned is that history repeats itself in this game. And sometimes the numbers do not lie. All I'm saying is be prepared. We're on a downtrend. We're going into September, which is known to be one of the worst months of the year. And I want to make that clear because I need y'all to research what that means. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't break every single thing down, but I need y'all to research what September means for the stock market. Because it's never too good. 14 minutes until the opening bell. They're not really saying much on Yahoo right now. But gold futures are up. That's a good sign there. Yeah, so my number one stock I'm watching right now is GNUS. And then following GNUS would be the ETFs, ARK ETFs. Let me know what y'all think about the setup though, for real though. This is the setup I might be going with. It's a little bit more comfortable for me. Let me know if y'all can hear. Can y'all hear me if I decide to lean back? take a quick nap. Oh, I'm tired. Either way, though, I hope everybody has an amazing trading week. We're gonna definitely be back tomorrow between 7:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Usually I go till about like 9:45, depending what the questions are being asked, who's in the chat. Um, yeah. Yeah, let's look at the pre-market. We're still up, man. Coinbase is killing it for me, up 3%. It's funny because I despise when analysts be like, the stock market is plummeting 1.5%. And then I'm going and I'm doing the same thing saying, Coinbase is killing it 3%. Such an exaggeration, but I understand why. It's because even those small swings, that's average for the market. The 2 to 3% in a day, it's a big deal. I mean, unless you're getting just beefed up by a Reddit gang that has randomly disappeared. Where is the Reddit gang? Is there a phone number to reach the Reddit gang? I need them to come and pump GNUS up so I can cash out and buy some new camera equipment so we can make more good content. That's what I would do. I'd go make a quick flip and piece out of this market, at least till after September, because I feel like September. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what the feds are gonna say. They're gonna piss people off and make people sell. But that's why people are investing in Bitcoin. Like, I'm so mad at myself. I wanted to put some money in Bitcoin, but I've been saying that for so long. I could probably go back to videos 6 months ago saying I want to put a lot of money in Bitcoin. You got to grow some guts in this investing game, y'all. One thing you can't do is just talk about it. You can't talk about it. Let's see. 5 things to know before the stock market opens Monday. Dow set to add to Friday's gains. Bond yields also rise. Bitcoin moves higher one day after topping 50,000. FDA reportedly works on full approval of Pfizer vax. VP Harris says U.S. focus on evacuations out of Afghanistan. Henry drenches northeast. Record rain swamps Tennessee. Womp womp. You know what it is about Bitcoin for me? I always have to remind myself why I'm not pulling the trigger. Man. Well, PayPal on Monday said it's launching this week its service to let people buy, hold, and sell digital currencies in the UK. Ooh. Coinbase said it would buy $500 million in crypto for its balance sheet and allocate 10% of profits into crypto assets portfolio. So the same companies that have been holding crypto will continue to buy crypto. And the part that scares me is that once they decide to let go of crypto, they won't be calling you. They won't be calling me. I'll tell you that. They will just sell in large amounts. It will be reported on some type of form that will come out 30 days later. And before you could even blink or wake up, crypto will be down 30, 20%. The good thing about crypto, here's the great thing, right? If you missed it like me a few times, here's the greatest part. Make sure you write this down. We're so in the early stages of crypto that it's bound to touch 30 another day. It might not be this year. It may be next year. It may be 2 years from now. Who knows? But just know it will touch 30 again. It could touch 20 again. Because it doesn't create money. I don't know. It's not a real asset. Some people would say it's not a real asset. Some people do call it an asset. Some people don't. Do you call collectible sneakers an asset? Or is that just a collectible item? Why isn't a collectible sneaker an asset? I feel like Bitcoin is the same thing. It doesn't generate any money. If they say, yo, we're not accepting Bitcoin with nothing tomorrow, that's it. Bitcoin's over. $50,000 go right down the drain. I'm actually excited to see what the opening bell pops off at. I'm actually tempted to buy right now, pre-market, before GNUS jumps up. I already know GNUS is going to jump up, but it's ranging right now. It's ready to take off. It don't know what to do, but take off. That's what it wants to do. It never. Well, I thought it was going to touch its. It had a low of like 137 back in, what was that, May? I thought it was going to touch that 137. It didn't. But I'll cool off. I won't buy right now. I got a lot of shares. I'm not far away from my goal, and because I'd rather wait till like Wednesday. But I'm excited. I think that today is going to be a very good day. I think investors are optimistic. Yahoo Finance is talking about Foot Locker on growth outlook. Bruh, Foot Locker is dead. Like, I don't even understand. I mean, I guess it's a good mall store. That's what I'll say. But it's like, it's more generic than anything. I guess you can get the generic stuff there. I just don't understand how the mall's still going to survive. What do y'all think? What do y'all think in the chat? Y'all think that the malls will be here? How they're going to have to evolve. I've seen them evolving a mall into like an amusement park. And if you do that, yeah, I guess you'll keep people there all day. But the point is for them to shop, not swim. I'm just saying, let's see, what other stocks I'm looking at today? I'm almost allowed to buy. Let me see. Let me check the stats and see, for real, when I can. Orders. Let's see, past 30 days. Refresh me. Let's see when I got rid of Chewy. Let's see when I'm eligible. Oh, that was on 7/26. In 3 days, in 4 days. In 4 days, I will be able to buy Chewy. Let's give a round of applause, man. Round of applause. 31 days. That went by kind of fast. I really thought that Chewy was gonna get out of here, but it's still hanging in there. Not at the price I would want it, but I made some money on it when it hit the 60s and 70s ranges, and I'm happy with that. But it's still looking like, I'm looking at the charts, it's looking like it's heading on its way down. We got 5 minutes until the bell opens, and I want to try to get them ringing the bell on the damn live stream at least. But let's see if that happens. Opening bells. Let's see if Bloomberg got it going on. Yeah, I'm excited about today, man. The market's either going to be overly excited or just flat. Because there could be just waiting for whatever the Fed's going to do. That's another thing right now. Everybody's just kind of waiting. Waiting. It's this big, long waiting game. You gotta have patience. With no patience, you literally melt. It's not for everybody. 4 minutes until the opening bell, y'all. I'm hoping like a 1% plus jump at the opening bell. That'll give me a lot of confidence. I'm not gonna front. That will give me a lot of confidence. I hope y'all not buying Robinhood. Robinhood got squeezed. Listen, man, they finessed everybody. They squeezed the hell out of Robinhood to make people think it was going to go bananas. See, stock market is always looking for losers, y'all. And you can't fall in that category. You got to do your own due diligence. You got to ask questions. You got to be part of a Discord investors chat like the one we have, Future Millionaires. Shout out to all my future millionaires. You gotta surround yourself around people so you don't get finessed, and you get information because everybody's finding information from all different types of places. So make sure you link up with your squad. All right, who's gonna give us the opening bell? Let's get ready for it. We got 2 minutes. I missed it last week. I want to make sure we get it today. What in the hell is going on? I don't know what I just minimized. Of course I minimized the wrong freaking thing. Why is it looking like that? Oh, no wonder. Sorry, y'all. I'm just fixing the screen here so that we can enjoy. We can enjoy something. Let's see what they're talking about. Oh, they're talking about commercials. Let's see what Bloomberg got going on. We need to see the bell. We got 2 minutes to the bell. I'm excited. 1 minute. I'm expecting Cash App to go up 1%. Friday finished off 1.2%. If we can beat that today, we're slowly beginning some gains back from everything that was taken from us. But everybody's on commercial. I'm not sure if we're going to get the opening bell. Is anybody going to give us the actual opening bell? I hope so. I'll even take a late clip of the opening bell. Come on, Bloomberg. I don't think it's going to happen, y'all. Oh, Yahoo.
Ahead to both today and this week. Today, we will be getting PMIs out here in the United
bell.
States. So the most up-to-date view of the U.S. economy that we tend to get. It's for the
Less
month of
than a
August.
minute,
Preliminary readings for August. Of course, we've got that Jackson Hole meeting of the Federal Reserve now virtual happening later this week. We were just talking to Brian Chung about that. And the FDA, either today or tomorrow, reportedly expected to give full authorization to the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID vaccine. So that's something that we are also anticipating and waiting for. So as we wait for those events, we're also waiting for the opening bell here this morning. We got a SPAC ringing the opening bell. We haven't done that in a little while at least. Kensington Capital Acquisition Corp V. That's the fifth one of those, I guess.
It's a green day,
Justin Muir, the chairman and CEO, ringing the opening bell here this morning as we get underway. Let's talk about more where we are setting up in these markets right now. Willem Sells is joining us. He is HSBC Private Banking and Wealth Management Chief Investment.
Yes, y'all. We caught the opening bell. I'm very excited. But I don't want to hear about what they got to talk about because it's what we got to talk about. All that stuff you can find out on your own due diligence, y'all. We ain't here to watch Yahoo all day. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the economy's going right now. We have to pay very close attention because initially we're watching a circus play out, and we're hoping that all the tricks that they have up their sleeve go as planned. That's the hope. Now, if the tricks don't go as planned, are we ready for that? That's the question. That's the question of the day. Are we ready for that once the tricks don't go as we think they're going to go? I mean, I don't know if we are or aren't, but I'm just trying to get to this bag. I know many people are too, and this is where the opportunity. What better than stocks right now? Please explain to me. Yes, crypto, okay, but does crypto make money? Is it a real asset? It's up for debate. Yes, I'm not saying you can't make money off crypto. You can make money off crypto. Yes, you can, absolutely. If you buy something at 50 cents and it goes up to $3, absolutely you can make money. There's no doubt about that. Real estate, we're at the peak of the market. Shout out to everybody that's buying real estate. I commend you if you're buying real estate right now, especially if it's your first home, because the market dropped 20% and you just lost 20% of your home. But let's be positive. Let's be positive and hope that doesn't happen. But what better than real estate right now? I mean, what better than stocks right now? It's in my eyes. I don't know. That's me personally. I'm not trying to be biased. I can care less whether you buy into stocks or not, to be completely honest. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm in it for the next 5 to 10 years regardless. Whatever way you swing with it, I'm part of the game. I am part of the game. Life's only going to get better. Let's see. I don't know, y'all. This is going to be like, it's still a super green day on here. Still a super green day on here. And usually when we get those green days in the morning, it usually sticks it out. I do sectors to watch. Let's see this.
That view emerging on Wall Street and elsewhere. And of course, they've ended up being wrong this year. We saw yields go up and then they've come back down. What do you think is going to keep those yields low at these levels? Is it just the fact that the Fed is not going to act and that inflation is going to sort of pass through here and not be more sustained?
We don't win here.
Yeah, so we've traditionally been the outlier on the lower side, looking for the 1 to 1.5% range, and we're bang in the middle of that now.
And the worst part about it is that ideally, people are trading based off the Federal Reserve's moves, and that's when you call it. They're puppeting the market at that point.
Going and the Fed is trying to figure out what impact that will
about
have
10 more minutes on the live stream.
US growth. And then there is just the variable of uncertainty, which obviously means that the Fed is going to be a little bit more prudent. The more uncertainty you have, the less you have visibility, the more prudent you need to be. So they are going to act relatively slowly. With regard to tapering, obviously we had the taper tantrum in 2013. That was the first time they had to do it. It surprised us. It surprised the market. Now, obviously, it's much less of a surprise. The Fed has learned from it. The market has learned from it. They are guiding more, and that should keep bond yields low as well. And then there is the deflationary effect of technology, of the global labor market that we work in, and so on. That are structural elements that keep bond yields low. So a whole series of reasons to continue to expect low bond yields.
Very comfortable place.
And reports over the weekend have Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen supporting another term for Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Let's say that doesn't go down that way. How disruptive would it be if Jerome Powell is not kept as Fed Chairman?
That's a good question.
Well, I think the market is going to look for a gradual change. There is obviously the chair, but there are also all of the other members. And that's important. And then the Fed policy is set as a function of the data. So therefore it is a slow moving, policy. That could change. So I think the market. We'll also obviously look at, who is the candidate that comes in, and we will all assume that obviously it's a very competent candidate that comes in together with all of the other people that remain in place. So I don't think necessarily the market would read too much into it, either way. I don't think that's what we are focusing on. We are focusing on the data. The relative merits.
I agree. Right now, there's so much, I don't want to call it bullshit, but sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. There's so much extra stuff in the markets, extra noise, that right now you really should only be focusing on the data, because you can get finessed with information. And just so everybody knows out there, there's millions of ways to manipulate data to prove your case or whatever truth you want to put out there. So as an investor, as a trader, make sure you know that you're getting your information, your resources from a reliable source. And you check their references. That's what you call doing your due diligence, y'all. That's what you call doing your due diligence. Let's see. Should we look at a chart before I head out? Let's look at a chart real quick. Let's look at a chart real quick. Why is this letting me? Okay, I'm already joining, bucko. Doesn't want to let me. I'm just trying to show y'all charts and this is trying to get me to sign up. Let's look at this GeniUS chart. I'm only showing y'all this. Damn, GeniUS's. Maybe GeniUS is not the best chart to be shown. It's a penny stock. Maybe it's not the best stock to be shown. Whatever. Do I even want to show y'all charts right now? We can do that another day. Either way, super excited. Market's green. A green day is always a good day. Up 0.75 on the Cash App portfolio. As many of y'all know, I got 2 portfolios. Bitcoin up 2.6%. Where do we go from here? What do y'all think is getting squeezed next? Are we done? Is the squeezing over? Is the squeezing over? That's a good question. It's never over. Y'all have to remember these banks agreed to buy back like millions and billions worth of their own stock that they probably haven't even fully done yet. Maybe they have already. Maybe that's why the banks have run up so damn quick. I think that should be illegal, the stock buybacks, but hey, I guess when you invest in your own company, it shouldn't be illegal. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all think companies should be buying back their stocks? Because they can kind of finesse us as well, too. They can buy back one month and then sell it the next. Hype you up real quick. But, I don't know. I guess they don't see an issue with that. Let's see. Ooh, Zynga's moving its way back up, huh? I was down on Zynga. I was actually very disappointed. Very disappointed in Zynga. But this is a price that I would have bought. I would have bought at this price a year and a half ago, all day long. Because I really felt like Zynga, and I'm not saying that they're not what I thought they would be. I still believe that they're there. They are what I thought they will be, but it's just going to take more time than I expected for them to get there. And that can happen, y'all. That's why you have to have patience. They've missed the last 3 quarters. EPS versus expected. But it's all good. I'm going to keep supporting because they are the #1 global mobile game making company in the world. And, I'm going to hold out. Even though I took quite a little loss, I bought some more. I bought the dip on Zynga. And, we're just going to hope for the best. We're going to hope for the best. You got to take them chances, y'all. I didn't take enough chances in the beginning, so I have to take all the chances now on all the stocks. Like, that's the lesson that I've learned. I didn't risk enough my first year. Although I'm still up 35% from that. Let's see, all time. 25% now. At the highest I hit was about 38%. Down 25%, a little over 10%. Is that 10%? Maybe a little bit more than 10%. Oh man, but either way, I'm happy that I invest in stocks because I used to spend my money. Now my money goes to work, and that's what it's about. It's about putting the money to work and becoming more comfortable, risking more and more and more. But just know that there's always a chance you could lose all that money. I don't like to think about that part, but that's the reality of it. What y'all think? I should cap it off at a 1 hour, y'all. 1 hour cap off. Listen, y'all. Listen, I'm on Twitch. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I'm supposed to be going live sometime this week with this new setup I got here. A lot of fun stuff we're gonna be doing on Twitch. A lot of fun stuff. So make sure y'all head over there. Also, if you're interested in joining, God damn it. Interested in joining the investor group chat, Twitter, Instagram, hit me up. I will get you the link. It's just so much easier to send the link via DM. It's just so much easier. So much easier. Currently right now, we've hit the 1% mark. This is the mark that I wanted to see. I think that, and we're 13 minutes in, it didn't hold up there, I'll tell you that. But it's good. This is good. I think we might get some sideways, but it'll be a green, positive day. I think there's a lot of optimism in the market. We want it to go up. The bulls want it to continue, although there is a definite correction needed. Soon as we get out of August, I don't plan to buy anything in September until I see it bottom out. If I don't see it bottom out in September, I'm going to be very skeptical, y'all. I'm going to be very skeptical. I think you should be skeptical too. But, yeah, we finna wrap this one up. This is a quick little Monday. I'll be back on tomorrow, y'all. Make sure y'all supporting. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the streams, the setups, the stocks, the information. I appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. That is the thumbs up button. Thumbs up and the like button. I gotta say it twice because sometimes y'all be forgetting. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch for more great content. I will check y'all out tomorrow. HINANCE.